Welcome to step 1 of the door scene. Here we'll illustrate what happens when you hand the students a camera and throw them right into the filmmaking process. We'll also show you how to evaluate their initial attempt at the door scene. The door scene is both thrilling and challenging. It will engage your class and will provide you with an exciting new way to relate to your students.
This lesson sets up every other lesson later on. Eventually, you will be adapting and creating a film from the skills you learn in this simple scenario.
These students very quickly, at the beginning of this process, are handed a camera and a shooting assignment. And not much else. Not much instruction, not much backstory. Just, here's the camera, here's the assignment, go shoot it. We're back here in 20 minutes.
Now we're going to be looking at the details of the door scene. In the door scene, you're going to be filming a person walking up to a door. As they're walking up, they're going to hear a sound. That sound is going to frighten them. There's going to be tension. You want to show that apprehension that they feel. The door is going to be locked. They're going to fumble with their keys. Eventually, they're going to get through the door to the other side, having a sense of relief when they do that. You want to show that relief. Now, when you're filming this, do not show the source of the sound. And also, you're only allowed one actor in this scene. Do you have any questions on what you're going to be filming? Okay. Let me get your cameras for you.
The door scene has strict guidelines that students must follow in order to realize the full benefit of the process. Neither the character nor the audience ever sees the source of the sound. The film can have only one actor. The film may not exceed 90 seconds. The entire film must take place within 5 feet of either side of the door. And finally, students must assemble the shots in camera as they go along using no editing equipment.
And the first challenge, which is pretty funny, is finding enough doors. So you've got to find doors. You can't use bathroom doors. You don't want kids with cameras filming into bathrooms. The other thing is finding enough cameras to be able to do this. So there is a little bit of planning. So if the school doesn't have enough cameras, you would have to let the students know beforehand and see if they could bring in cameras, because you want to make sure you have most of your kids out there filming at the same time, so they're all at the same step at the same time. If you have any questions on how to operate it after you and your group have talked, you can come and see me, but I think between you and your group members, you'll figure it out. Do you have any questions? Okay, let's go film the door scene then.
As students tackle the door scene, they're confronted by a number of challenges: storytelling, time management, and team building. And those challenges motivate and inspire the students to buy into the process.
I didn't know a thing about film. The only thing I knew about a camera was where the record button was. I mean, honestly. So there wasn't an introduction, it was just go out and do it. And it was really exciting because you did get to learn from your mistakes.
The door scene was interesting because you didn't know what you're doing. You kind of just went out there and you were a little bit nervous that everything you were doing wasn't right, but it made it easier because you knew that you were learning through trying it and that you didn't have to worry about getting a grade on if it was bad or not. You just got to try and get used to it.
The door scene, the first time they told us about it, we didn't really know what to do, so they said you have 20 minutes, here's a camera, here's some guidelines, and go shoot this movie. So their first one was funny because we didn't really know what we were doing.
Being able to shoot and get to know the people I was with, it really helped. At first, my first job was producer, and then my whole group realized that I kind of was telling them how to do things. So I said, okay, you're director, not producer, because I can't really keep time. So they switched me, and I learned a lot of stuff just from the first scene.